Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're actually doing part 2 of the nail course. So today we're actually working on jelly tips. So if you don't know, jelly tips are like basically fake nails. So as always, we're gonna start by prepping the nail. If you already had a color or something, you have to remove it and then do the same step that we did in part 1, which is taking care of the nail, the cuticle, dehydrating the nail, primer, and the protein bonding. As you can see, here I am removing what I did in part 1 of the course. I actually did a gel manicure, and then actually it was taking me quite a long time to remove it, so I have to use a magic remover. And then I proceeded to apply the dehydrator, the primer, and the protein bond like I mentioned before. After that, I measure my nails. Actually, I have to make sure that like each nail fitted properly to my actual nail. So basically that means there can't be any spaces between my nail and the fake nail. They have to fit properly. So here we're actually using a gel and a individual lamp to glue the nail. So basically you have to do that with each nail individually, and then once you finish, you have to set the hand on the lamp to make sure everything is secure. After that, we have to make sure that we blend the edges using the drill, and basically that means there can't be a harsh line in between the jelly tip and the actual nail, so you have to make sure that you blend that properly. After that, I use my spongy from the hard side and then the soft side, and then I got the shape that I actually wanted using my nail file. As always, you have to start by applying the base, and then we proceed to apply the color that we want. In this case, I am actually using a really soft, sort of like pinky color, or nude I will say. And as always, you need to make sure that you clean all the sides and under the nail, otherwise that can be a problem when it comes to the duration of the nails. So once I was ready with, I think I applied 2 coats or maybe 3. Once I was ready and happy with that, I proceeded with the chrome. Today I was using a Aurora chrome, which is sort of like iridescent color. I only applied in one nail because I was actually practicing different techniques today, which you will see in a second. So far, this is how my nails were looking. They were looking absolutely amazing. I actually loved the results and the color. And now I was practicing the French tips, which I absolutely loved. So the next nail, we actually apply the blooming ink, which is sort of like a coat that expands the color that you choose, and it makes like a really pretty design on the nail. I really like this one. So basically what you have to do is apply the color that you want, but just a drop and the drop of the blooming ink, and then once it's ready, you just need to slightly apply it with the brush, but just slightly, not touching on anything, just as you can see right now, like really softly over the nail. Once that was ready, we decided to apply this sort of paper, which I don't actually know the name of the paper, but I absolutely love how it looked. That was actually my favorite nail. I decided to go for that rose gold because I love rose gold. So as you can see, once you're happy with the result, you just need to make sure that it sticks to the nail, so you just have to slightly press it onto the nail before you apply the top coat. So at this moment, I applied the top coat on all the nails but the one that is bare, because we was gonna work on that nail with another chrome, but like sort of like a 3D effect. So for that nail, I decided to do a heart, and then I apply again it's sort of like a chrome color in rose gold, because again that's my favorite color, and I absolutely loved that chrome. I was thinking, oh my god, do you imagine that in an eyeshadow? I would love that. Anyways, once that was finished, I applied the top coat and then I cleaned with my little brush, and that was it. I was so happy with the results. I love my nails, both my right and my left, and this is a picture of the final look.